Well, hello there and good day. Thank you for joining me. I am Frost PDP, and today we're talking about this lovely Word document I have, in OpenOffice, of course, called The People's Crusade. It's my attempt at creating a community-derived fan DLC concept document for Paradox to look at, hopefully. And it's based around the idea of the People's Crusade, which was a real historical crusade. And also based around, it was part of the First Crusades, but based around other ideas that really need to be fixed by Paradox. So let's look. First off is part A, the Crusades, right? And I have this whole document here that we're not going to look at today because, oh boy, that would be a long video. But we're looking at the Crusades and just some things that are on my hit list. And remember, I've written all of A so far, pretty much. Is the People's Crusade itself, which was a historical event that sort of happened before the Crusades, but also happened during them. It was led by a guy named Peter the Hermit. They went and tried to invade the Seljuk lands themselves. It did not end very well for them. Maybe there would be an achievement where you, the player, can try to do better than Peter the Hermit, or better as Peter the Hermit. You have Crusader Kingdoms, which again is just a retooling of how Great Holy Wars reward land, because I feel like rewarding it all to the winner is kind of disappointing. There's something called Fair Notice. I think Crusade should have like a 6-month warning period, sort of like a what is it called? An invasion, a planned invasion. Norse do it. And then War Goals, changing how War Goal mechanics work a little bit, which puts it in line with Crusader Kingdoms. I also want to add timelines. This all started when I started my Robert's Revenge campaign, and I realized I could not find a First Crusade timeline for the life of me. And yeah, that was annoying. So here's some new timelines. Before the First Crusade, the Second Crusade, which was based on a papal bull called Quantum Predecessores, or Predecessores. I don't know how to say that in Latin. The Fourth Crusade, which I'm sure everyone's going to love Dandolo. I know Paradox is already on the religious changes, so everything they're doing already is good. They just released Dev Diary 20... I can say this right. Dev Diary 54. And then other gameplay changes. Like, I want to add new way of life focuses. I want to add new ambitions for characters. And I want to add new... Well, I think I put this twice. Delete. Yeah, things that would be relevant to making for better gameplay, like a better combat system. Maybe add more predictability. And this is a document that's more or less open to, not open to the public to change, because I, honestly don't know how to set that up. But it's open in terms of people to make suggestions for things that they would like to see. I'd prefer centered around Crusades, but like, for example, I already know I have a Reddit post saved, and I know exactly where I'm going with these Judaism changes, because somebody put a really in-depth article about Judaism up and how ancient Judaism worked, and how different, not so much castes, but groups were organized. And I'd love to incorporate more of that into the game where possible, so I might use that as a proof of concept for some of the other stuff I could do. I could maybe switch these two around. But, this is something that's open to community feedback. So I want to know what you would like to see in this game in terms of changes to the base game. That would be in a DLC, probably priced around $15 because they're making a lot of changes to the code. And stuff that you think would be really good is like, if not a finale patch, like, hey, let's take all fan advice at the end and do fan suggestions. Certainly as a patch to maintain the life of Crusader Kings, because I don't think this game has any hint of slowing down. I think Monks and Mystics was a success, whether you like some of the mechanics or not. I think a lot of people were really psyched about it, and I think it's still a growing game, so I really do think this is something that could be interesting, if no other reason than just to have fun with it. And it's something I want to do on my Saturdays just because it would be fun. It would be enjoyable to me. I used to love doing game design, even though I was never a professional designer. So I'll leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I'll probably create a new playlist for this and all the other good stuff. If you want to check out my bona fides, check out any of my recent campaigns: Northeast-O-Rama, Robert's Revenge, Venetian Vanity is coming out soon, just so you know. And stay around poke around, see what you think. See what other ideas I put up in terms of other suggestion videos, because I've done other suggestion videos. I've done them for Stellaris. I even did like a Hearts of Iron suggestion or two, if I'm not mistaken. So, leave comments. Let me know what you think. I'll be posting this everywhere when it goes live, which will probably be looking at my release calendar, Saturday the 24th. It's a big day for me, actually. I'm going to a major concert. It's going to be awesome. So I want to have this done before then, for obvious reasons. And I want to thank you all so much for joining me, as always on this channel. La Paz.